Hey guys, I'm back with another exciting episode of my comic book channel here. And I do mean exciting because last weekend was really cool. We spent it at the Niagara Comic Con. It's a nice little event, a newer event. So we went up there just for the Sunday. What I think I'll do is I'm going to start by showing you some of the footage I shot there this weekend. Now we're coming from Toronto, so we have to drive up there. It doesn't take too long. Usually about an hour to an hour and a half to get there. And as you can see by the footage, once we got there was a bit of a lineup. Yeah, probably, I'd say there's well over 1,000 people lined up outside. But surprisingly, it didn't take very long to get in. The line moved really quickly, actually. And we got in about 25, I think about 15, 20 minutes to get into the doors. Now, just to give you a little bit of info on the event. This is a relatively new event. It's been around for only 3 years now. It started in 2011. It's held at the Scotiabank Convention Center. It's expanding quite a lot. This year's event was held on the floor, about 150,000 square feet of space. There's quite a few vendors, displays there, all kinds of attractions. Just to give you an idea of some of the actors that showed up. William Shatner was there from Star Trek. Marina Sirtis from Star Trek The Next Generation, Kevin Sorbo, Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters, Alan Ruck from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Plus there's a bunch of wrestling guys there, Demolition, the Killer Bees. Who else was there? Oh, the Comic Book Men. I don't know if I'm sure you guys all watch that show. I know I do. If you're into horror, Tony Todd was there, who played the Candyman. Tyler Mane, who played Michael Myers in the new Halloween movies. And Derek Mears, who played Jason Voorhees in the new Friday the 13th movies. So yeah, it was a really cool show. Kind of a pop culture convention, comic convention, horror convention, all rolled into one. You know, kind of like the Fan Expo type thing. Really well done really well done, fun-filled, fantastic show. So what I think I'm going to do to start off, I'm going to start by showing you some of the. I'm going to show you some of the books I picked up this weekend. Didn't pick up too many, but I picked up some nice books. So let's get started here. First book, okay. Obviously, Battlestar Galactica #1, Volume 1. The series ran from 79 to 81. This particular was obviously the #1 issue. Came out in March 1979. The cover was done by Dave Cockrum, Bob McLeod. Not an expensive book. I paid $5 for it, and it's not really worth that much more than that. I think in mint condition on the Realm, it lists anywhere from $6 to $10. So, but I have some of the other Battlestar books. I didn't have #1, so I figured, what the hell, I'll pick it up. It was a good story, good movie, and as I've said before, I love the new TV series. I thought it was really, really well done. Next, Incredible Hulk #117, July 1969. Story by the story was by Stan Lee, and the artwork, at least the cover, is done by Herb Trimpe. Cool book, not an expensive book. As you'll see here, I have a couple favorite comic vendors that I like to shop at, Big B being one of them. I'll search around the entire show, but sooner or later I always kind of float back to Big B because they got those comic book bins. They got the $5 bins, the $10 bins, and the $20 bins. And this book is in really nice condition, and I found it in the $5 bin. It's not perfect. There's a bit of rounding on the edges, but overall, and I think some slight creases on the spine there, and there's something going on with one of the staples. But overall, if you look at the condition of the book, it is really, really nice. And I think for $5, you really can't go wrong because this is in really nice condition for a $5 book. Again, from the $5 bin, House of Mystery #221. January 1974. Cover's done by Bernie Wrightson. Inside art's done by Frank Thorne. Now, this one, like I said, came out January 1974. Not terribly expensive. In near mint condition, it'll run you about $30. And this one is in near mint condition. Honestly, there's almost nothing wrong with this book. Set aside, I think, the top left corner there's a slight rounding just a bit, but other than that, this book is absolutely pristine, and I got it for $5. I couldn't be happier. I think this is probably one of the finds of the day, obviously comparing the price paid for the catalog value. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Love those gold key painted covers. I try to pick up one of these books at every single con. This one's UFO Flying Saucer number 2, issue number 2. Came out in 1970. I don't know exactly what month it came out. You can't tell. Most comic books, DC or Marvel, you open up the front cover, it tells you the month and the year it was published. But with Gold Key, a lot of them, it doesn't say. All it says is it came out in 1970. So if any of you guys out there can tell me how to figure out what month this published, let me know. I'd be sure like to find out. Anyways, like I said, I picked this up in the $5 bin. I think I did a pretty good deal, considering if you were to buy this in, near mint condition, it's about a $20 to $24 book, according to the Realm. And there's not a whole lot wrong with this book. There's a little bit, I think there's a slight bit of water damage. If you can't tell by looking at the book unless you open it up. On the inside cover, it's there. Barely noticeable, but it's there, and I'm pretty sure it is a bit of water damage, which obviously detracted from its value. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't pick up at least one ghost book at each convention. As you can see from the price tag, $10. That's what the price tag says, and that's exactly what I paid for it. It's Ghost number 28. Came out July 1974. Cover art is by Nick Cardy. Inside artwork was done by Don Perlin. Not a terribly expensive book, and I didn't get any real deals on it. I think on the Realm this only goes for about, around $16 in near mint condition. But this book is in near mint condition. It is an absolutely beautiful book, as are most of the ghost books I pick up. I like them to be in really nice condition. So, $10, I guess, I don't think it's too bad, considering it's worth about $16. And again, I've said many times before, I'm going to pick up this entire series. I just love the covers. I think they're all creepy, and the stories are really cool. Sandman number 2. Gotta love those Jack Kirby covers. I did really well on this book. The second issue, it came out March 8th, April or May 1974. Now I picked this up in the $5 bin, and there's really not a whole lot wrong with this book. There's a slight, dent on the spine. Paint's not broken or anything. Other than that, this book is in really beautiful condition, and I paid $5 for it. So maybe this is the deal of the day. I don't know, you tell me. Not that it's an overly expensive book. I think on the Realm, in near mint condition, I think it lists for and I think it's between $35 and $45. So anyways, $5. You're not going to hear me complaining. And finally, last book of the day. The book I spent the most money on. Sandman number 1. Jack Kirby cover. March 1974. I think if you list this on the Realm or Overstreet, I think it ranges anywhere from $80 to $100 in near mint condition. Absolutely love this book, and this is a really pristine copy. It is a really beautiful copy in very beautiful condition. Front to back, inside and out. I checked it out. Absolutely perfect. So that's the most expensive acquisition I bought this weekend. I think I did pretty well. And that's it. I think I'm going to bring it to a close there. Just going to show you some footage here of what it looked like outside when we were leaving the con. As you can see, it was absolutely pouring rain. Dreary, really dreary end of the day. And on top of that, there's also like a bike marathon going on. So instead of taking an hour to an hour and a half to get home like it did getting there, it took us, well, I think it was like over 2 hours trying to get home from this convention. So, well, you can't have everything. But it was a great day, and we had a really good time. And I'm certainly looking forward to this convention next year. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. And if you like the video, leave a comment. Bye.
It over there to get there. Two different spots.
Is that a real person? Yeah.
Yeah, upside down so then they will email it.
Pardon?